Back for the second half, and we had that little glitch with me messing up possession after the kickoff. So to start the second half, the Vaquero get the ball. I frequently forget this, that at halftime you're supposed to reshuffle the game day deck. So let's shuffle the heck out of it. And let's see what the Vaquero do with the first kickoff. They do very little. And they start at the 15. And so there are 0 stars right now there in terms of their special mechanism, but their drive bonus is immense, and we'll see if it comes into play here on this halfback lead draw. Again, one of my favorite plays in all of football back in the early 90s. And so we will see if this is not a defense breakaway. It is a defense breakaway, exactly like it was in the first half. The Bighorns have played a press defense, and that's not a good idea against an inside run. And so another breakaway touchdown for the Vaqueros, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 more stars. So this massive drive bonus of theirs hasn't even come into effect because they keep getting breakaway touchdowns. Now, I've said this before, this extra point is good. I've said this before about this game. What red zone is simulating is an entire drive, and you're drawing a play which is sort of the key moment in the drive, right? That doesn't mean that what's happening here is that every time the Vaqueros have the ball that they run 75 yards for a touchdown. It means that during this drive, at some point, they ran the halfback lead draw, and Emmett broke loose for a touchdown. It might have been a 75-yard run on the first play. It might have been a 5-yard run where he just walked into the end zone untouched. We don't know that. But just to be clear that every breakaway doesn't indicate a super long run. It's just what it is. It's just what I just said. All right, so the Vaqueros are going to kick off now to the potentially overwhelmed Bighorns. And now they are in full second half adjustment mode, so they're just picking here. So even though a low accuracy pass is risky, they need to get back in the game, and a halfback weak dive with a potential gain of 1 isn't likely to get that done. So, and this is from their slot formation, so the Vaqueros roll 2 dice to see how they defend this. And there's a 4. Wide run, so that is nothing. That's a pass value of only 1, so this will be a touchdown if they complete this pass, but they need a game day completion, and they get it. All right, so the Bighorns back in business. I forgot to give I should just go ahead and clone both of these things, shouldn't I? Oh, no, that's not how it works. All right, so 7 more points. So pulled back within 5 for a nice deep pass to Isaac Bruce down the sideline. Loved watching this team play football back in 1999. And the kickoff, the Vaqueros return it there. And let's see, they're going to come out in the shotgun now. They didn't do a lot of shotgun formations then, but so they're doing it now. But they're still going to send Emmett around left tackle, although it wasn't always. Well, Emmett was pretty much a 3-down back. He was a hell of a receiver too. And a 4. That's a low roll. So that's goal line against a power run. I think that is pretty good, right? No, it's just nothing. Okay, so now we get to see how the drive bonus works, right? So their defense is a goal line with a play value with a defense run value of 3 against a play run value of 3. So that would be a net 0. But this drive bonus that the Vaqueros have built up gives it an extra 3. So this is a gain of 3 prior to the game day event. And the game day event is a broken tackle, which makes it a gain of 4. So you see what I'm talking about here with that drive bonus, right? And those 4-yard line turn these 4 stars into 8 stars, which means that the drive bonus increases yet again. Now, I think that a drive bonus of 4 is the most you can have in this game. I don't know that for sure. I've never been in a situation where that was the case, but I'm going to cap it there. And the extra point for the Vaqueros is good, and so they are now up 35 to 23, and I think that we are in go for it territory for the Bighorn, meaning that they are going to be on any drive that they do not score, they're going to be drawing another play to try to score, and if that play fails, it's turnover on downs. Okay, another nice passing play called by Dick Vermeil, actually by Mark Martz, who was the offensive coordinator. Play action pass here. Let's see what the Vaqueros do. In my early red zone plays, play action passes resulted in frequent breakaways one way or another. And yet again, except this is not how the Bighorn wanted it to go. This is a defense breakaway. The blitz is coming against the play action pass, and that's not good. Oh, I'm going to have some company here. Kid had a little battery with his tablet problem there. So this is a pass play, so this is not applicable. So this is a -2. That puts them back here, and as I said, they're going for it. I don't think they have any realistic way to expect a win otherwise. All right, they get to call whichever play they want. So by far the best chance of scoring a touchdown here is this pass play, looking to go to the deep post to Torrey Holt probably. And this is also, they're coming out, wrong die. They're coming out in a run-heavy formation, trying to be a little messing around, and instead they're going to get blown up again because, oh no, the press does not blow up a play-action pass. It's just a regular play. Okay, so the defense is press with a pass value of 3 against 6, so that makes a net gain of 3 with the drive bonus of 1, so they still need a lot of help here from the game day event, and they don't get it. It's a holding offense against the run, so they get their 3-yard line. 1, 2, 3. They're at the 35. Normally that would be a field goal, but that was a go-for-it drive, which means it is a turnover on downs. So that probably is the nail in the coffin for the Bighorn. We'll see what the Vaqueros do here. And they're going to go deep here. I think maybe they got the Bighorns playing up on the line for the run, something like that. Let's see whether that turns out to be the case. Ooh. Man-to-man against a long pass is just nothing. It's neutral. So this is a pass value of 7 against a pass defense value of 2. So that's net 5, but that's 8 counting the drive bonus. So if this is a, did I do that thing again with the deck? I don't understand. It doesn't seem like I'm doing anything different. So this is the go for it drive call. Oh, actually, so this changes things around quite a bit. So we're back to the Bighorn going from back here. That's a face mask. So that's a 1, 2, 3. So instead of a turnover on downs up here, that is yet another play on the penalty. So we could still have a close game here. Quarterback dive. I don't remember Kurt Warner ever doing dives. I don't think that another long pass, I don't think it's worth risking the low accuracy pass here. I think with a drive bonus, this might make more sense. A little more company coming. All right, back to the defense against the quarterback dive. So that's an 8. This is wide run against a finesse run. and that is a offense breakaway. And so the Bighorns continue to hang in there and score another touchdown on a go-for-it drive. I hope that made sense. What happened there? The Bighorns lost yardage back to the 1-2. They did a go-for-it drive that I initially thought was a long game, but not long enough. But then I realized I had pulled the entire deck in instead of the top card, so I backed up to the previous game state and did that again and pulled again and ended up with a penalty. And after the penalty, an accepted penalty can't end a drive, so they got another play, and they ran a little trickery there, and they had Kurt Warner, the legendary speedster and agile quarterback, scamper in. And so, so that's another touchdown for them. Now, we have to, right now, does it make sense to be trying for a 2-point conversion here? They're going to be down 6. No, it doesn't make sense. They need to simply, try the extra point, right? They make the extra point, so that pulls them back within 5. And so the Vaqueros offense is knocking big play after big play, but the Bighorns keep on doing the same thing back. And that is, you could imagine that happening in a matchup of these two teams, right? So let's see what happens on the kickoff here. Again, the Vaquero kick return game not great, and I don't remember the Cowboys ever having a particularly good return game except for a brief period where Dion was their punt returner, and then that was pretty brilliant when he did that. So now let's see what they're going to bring out here on offense. Could be the same play as it would have been previously. Nope, it is now. That's right. That was what they called before the whole big mix-up. So once again, they're trying to keep the Bighorns napping, catch the Bighorns napping by going deep down the sideline to maybe it's Alvin Harper, maybe it's Michael Irvin. So 5 is a blitz against a long pass, which I think is going to have no effect on anything. And so the blitz pass value is 3. This is a 7 plus 3, so this is a net 7 if they complete this pass. But with the low accuracy passes, no, it's pick one man to beat. Amazing, the intensity here. And so so they get a breakaway return on this pick. And so it's a completion, and so that completion effectively, that would have been an 8. So effectively this breakaway return is from the goal line here, and I'm not super clear. And so this special ability here, it says the Bighorns defense forces a turnover, flip 1 game day card. Now the way breakaways work is you pull a card and you flip it and you look at the corner value, and that's 3. And if it's not a 0, you draw another card. So we're going to say from here that's 1, 2, 3. So now you keep going. The return's not over yet. And now that's a 1, and so you keep going, right? And there's a 0. Now that would normally stop, but I'm going to say that this take it to the house ability means that you pull 1 more card than usual. I don't know if that's right or not, but giving them another chance. And so that is a pick 6. And I think that the way that you do a pick 6 in this game is you mark an interception, and then you mark a touchdown, and that effectively functions as both teams' first drive of the quarter. So, wow, what a turn of events, right? So now now I think it makes sense, right? So the Bighorn have now gone ahead 36-35. The Vaqueros have 1 more drive. If they kick a field goal on this drive, that'll put them ahead. I think that we need to try a 2-point conversion. So excellent. First attempt at a 2-point conversion. So 2-point conversion from the 15, a single play, no drive bonus in effect. Oh, wait a minute. I'll flip that in a minute. Let's go ahead and see what the play call is. So this is a long pass. You're not allowed to throw a long pass from here. So what we do is we rotate the card and call now a short pass from the 5 wide. Let's see whether the Vaquero diagnosed this or not. That's an 8. That's wide run. That's not going to have any impact on this one way or another. And so this is going to tell us what happens. Underthrown. Now, the Bighorns are the home team, and they have a challenge. And I think this is the right time to use that challenge. Let's see if the video review indicates something different. It does. This is a defense run, so it doesn't affect things. So this is a complete pass for a 2-point conversion, which means that I have to replace this play with this. Touchdown, 2 points, and that puts the Bighorn up by 3. Wait a minute, it doesn't. I did the same thing with the deck. I don't think that's my fault. I think that's a tabletop simulator thing. So here's the challenge, the video review. Play is under review by the offense. Did I do it again? It's unbelievable. So a single card. All right, so finally we get the 2-point conversion effectively made. Excitement reigns in St. Louis. This was St. Louis at the time. And the kickoff and a touchback. And so now the Vaquero, after kind of getting a little cocky all along, they're going to go back to their bread and butter, trying to send Emmett up the middle on a special run. Another go-for-it situation here. The press against a special run, what does that do? It does nothing. And so we have the run value of 1 against the play value of 2 is 1, but this 4 makes it 5. So that has no impact, the pass event. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. There go the Vaquero. Oh wait, I forgot to change this icon. This icon should be touchdown 2-point conversion icon. And so the Vaquero are now kicking the extra point. And it is good. And so they are now ahead 42. This is the highest scoring red zone game I've played so far, which makes sense with these teams. 42-38. And one last gasp for the Bighorns. Can they keep up their momentum? And they're going to either win it or lose it here, right? There's not going to be overtime. So not so terrific kick return. And what's the play that they're going to dial up? They are the losing team. They get to decide. So let's take a look at these plays. We got a short pass, gain of 5, versus a medium pass, gain of 7. This is a go-for-it drive. I think that the short pass might be a little safer. It's a minimum gain of 1. Let's give that a go here. Well, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to try the short pass from 5 wide. 10. 10 is zone 1-3. That has no impact and would have had no impact either way. So it's that would have, right, the 7, 8. That would have been a gain of 5-yard line instead of a minimum gain of 1 plus the game day event. That was probably a bad play call. Under review by the defense, that means that we draw 2 game day cards and the defense chooses. They can have a false start on the offense, or they can let the offense complete the pass. So they'll take the false start. Um, Normally, false start can't be declined, but this was a plan to review. So, although, yeah, I know we don't review. So that's a penalty. So this is still technically the first play of the drive for the Bighorns. So they could still, if they don't score a touchdown or turn it over here. So let's not make the same mistake we made last time. Let's go for the big pass value here, the medium pass. And let's see. They roll a 10 again. That's a zone. Same thing. All right. So that's a 7 against a 3. That's a net 4 with the drive bonus of 1, making this a net 5 prior to the game day event, which is speed kills. Boom! And speed does kill. There goes. Who's that? The slot receiver. That's got to be Oz Hakeem, right? Boom! There he goes. Up the slot, and the safety doesn't know who to cover. Gets all tangled up in here, and he is wide open up the middle of the field for a touchdown. And let's see if they make the extra point. They do. That was an amazing game. That was probably the most fun red zone game that I have played yet. And also, I think the most indicative red zone game of what these two teams really were like. I could imagine this being the game that these two teams played if there was a time machine and they could get on the field together. All right, great game. Thanks for watching.